In the previous video, I discussed with this um, TCVR and TCPAR. So, thyristor control voltage regulator and thyristor control phase angle regulator. And also, I have mentioned that voltage can be controlled with the help of thyristor tap changers. Now this is the circuit diagram of the tap changer with thyristors. Here load is considered as resistive load, so voltage and current will be in the same phase. So how this the secondary voltage is controlled or can be controlled with the help of tap changing transformer. So see, this is the primary winding of the transformer, and we can see here this is split into two parts. This is the lower tap and this is the upper tap. So lower tap the switch 1 is connected and the upper tap switch 2 is connected. So see, if we switch on this one and this is off, we'll get the red. This is denoted by actually V1. So this V1 voltage will get across the load when the switch 1 is on. Similarly, when this is off and this is on, switch 2 is on, we will get the full voltage across the secondary, means increased voltage we will get. So how this controlling of switches are done? Controlling of switches are done by changing the delay angle of the switches or thyristor bulbs. Now if you see, as I said, if this switch is on, means lower tap is on, means we'll get V1 which is less than the V2 when the upper tap is on and the lower tap is off. So we will be able to get two control voltages. Now see, this is the waveform of the output voltage of the secondary side. Now see, this is V2 which is more than the V1. So when that switch 1 is on, we will get the full voltage across it, across the secondary. Similarly, when switch 2 is on, we will get V2 which is more than the V1. This is upper tap voltage and this is the lower tap voltage. So here if you can see, when the switch is on at alpha is equals to 0, switch SW1, okay, number 1 switch is on, then we'll get V1 because V1 is for switch 1. After that, if we make switch 1 off and switch 2 on, that time the voltage will be V2. That's why it is represented by this. And how it is possible to make switch 1 off? If we give negative anode to cathode voltage across the switch 1, we will be able to switch off the switch 1. So that's why when and the alpha is actually measured from the voltage 0 crossing, and switches are as this is a resistive circuit, so voltage and current will be in the same phase. So what happens when current crosses 0, then switch will be automatically off and the cycle repeats. So again, let me repeat this one. When switch, let me go to this diagram. When switch 1 is on, we'll get V1 which is shown in the waveform. Similarly, this will be on at which instant we will make this one as on? At alpha equals to 0. So at alpha equals to 0, the waveform will be similar to your V1, and Again, we'll apply some negative anode voltage across anode to cathode voltage across this switch. So this switch will commutate, and if we switch on this SW2 at alpha angle, alpha firing angle, then we'll get the secondary voltage as V2, and this will follow the waveform of V2. So we'll get V2 here. So that waveform actually shown in this figure from this to this alpha and alpha plus sorry and at pi, and after that the same cycle will repeat. Once the current crosses 0, the switch 2 will be off. So again negative voltage will be applied between the cathode and anode. So ultimately it will operate, and negative for the negative cycle will get the same waveform or similar waveform, but the negative half. So this is the way how this tappings are uh, changing to get the variable voltage across the secondary of the tap changer. So if we are able to control V1 and V2, we will be able to control or will be able to get any voltage uh, from V1 to V2 magnitude for the resistive load. So this is how the tap changing transformer with the help of thyristors firing angle control, the variable voltage can be obtained to regulate the voltage as well as to regulate the phase angle. So that's all for this TCR, TCVR and TCPAR. Go through it. I'll share the notes and prepare the notes, handwritten notes, and that will be good for you to study during your exam, because it will be tough for you if you study from the laptop. So thanks. Go through it.